Two words come to mind when the picker artists tell their story: collaborative and perseverance. With studios located at 3 Pine Street in Nashua, let's hear how the picker artists all came together.
Hi, I'm Gail.
I'm Kathleen.
And I'm Mark, and we're managing partners of the Picker Artists. Welcome to our building.
We're a group of artists that came from the old Picker building, which is at 99 Factory Street. We can actually see our building from here, our old building. We moved in here 4 years ago from the old building. We're called the Picker Artists because it used to be the Picker building. And when we left the Picker building, they sold it, we had to move. We decided to try and keep the name for our LLC, and we asked, of course, the people that own the Picker building, and they said no problem. So that's how we became the Picker Artists.
Yeah, everything we do, most all the artists in the building, everything you do is unique. Nobody really mass produces anything.
Right.
We may make multiples of things, but usually different colors or different sizes. So it's you're getting a unique piece when you come and support us.
Now, we have 9 studios and 12 artists at the moment, and we have everything from mixed media, collage, we have photography, we have specialized printing, we have specialized photography, we have portraiture photography, and we have nature photographers. We have eco-printing. If you've ever heard of eco-printing, it's very cool. You'll have to come see for yourself, though. Our quilter, Cindy, also does long arm services, so if you're a quilter, that's really a must-needed service that she offers. We have obviously stained glass and jewelry, and we have a wonderful, Daryl is our wonderful woodworker who works with just hand tools, and he creates one-of-a-kind pieces. So a lot of one-of-a-kind stuff, a lot of classes, a lot of things you can't get anywhere else, and a lot of things you can order and pick out.
Yeah, a lot of original designs and artwork. All the things we do, Kathy designs, and so you're not going to see them in anybody else's shop or books or anything like that. They're all come up out of her head. It's amazing talent.
This building was built in 1820, and it was the largest railroad ware storehouse in New England, we think.
This is where a lot of the things from the other buildings in the mill would come, either be dropped off by the train or picked up by the train on its way out. So this is where they just dropped everything, and then the other buildings would come over and take the things out of the building.
Yes, the tracks used to go right behind the building.
Yeah.
And the old doors was one of the old doors, original doors. We think it was original. Was up on the first floor that we took out. Really cool old steel door.
We spent a lot of time looking. Took us about a year to find this place. And in the beginning, there was about 25 artists looking, and this wasn't big enough, so we kind of walked away from it. Searched the city for other buildings. Went to look at tons of buildings, tons of spaces, and then as the year went on, people left the group. People moved into places that they found for their own use, and we were down to about 12 or 13 people. And we came back and revisited this place and saw a vision how we could make it work for the 9 studios and 12 artists that were left. And that's basically how we ended up here.
So the 3 of us went and looked at the space. We signed the lease. We agreed right then and there we were going to do this thing. We went back to everybody and said, hi. We have a new home. We don't know how we're going to build it out, but we're going to do this. So.
And if you want to be part of it, just give us a deposit and you're in.
And you're in.
That's how we chose our artist. We had a base knowledge of who we wanted in, and pretty much they're all still here.
Well, thank God. So when we got here, we walked in, and the first floor, all the HVAC and all the electrical was just hanging, and the second floor was just a wide open space that used to be a church, and it had the old carpeting where you could see where the church pews were still on the floor, and you could see the old stage. Right in the back,
altar.
The altar, yeah.
Yeah,
it was a massive altar. We took us probably a week, 8 or so of us, just dismantling that altar and throwing it all out the window.
Yeah, it was a Baptist church, so I guess they did a lot of dancing on the altar because it was built like it was not coming apart. And also, so we had to put all the walls up. We got a lot of help from friends and family. It took us about 3 months to do everything.
Months?
Of course, anything that had to be permitted, we contracted out, and anything that we could do ourselves, we did. Put in all the doors, the windows, the floors. We did all the painting, hung lights, put our sign up, and we were here.
We got really lucky. We had the greatest landlords in the world. Gate City Fence Company is tremendously wonderful. We adore our landlords. They've been just so good to us all these years, and they helped us tremendously. And if it wasn't for them, there's no way we
Right.
could have done it either. So we got a lot of really good people around us. We had our GoFundMe that was hugely successful. We have people all over that have donated money. People that we haven't seen in what?
Years.
Years.
Some of them, some of our customers we hadn't seen in years, showed up and donated money to go towards everything. I guess some of the larger stuff, what we couldn't pay for, Gate City stepped up and just said, "Look, I'll take care of it," knowing that we were making his building nicer. And he really wanted us in the building, and he still comes in and says, "Wow, I can't believe what you guys did with this place.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
beautiful."
we got really lucky that way.
It's,
Yeah, we thought we were going to be able to use all the old retro lighting that was in here. We still have some of it. It's actually really cool, but we got an electrician in here, and he's like,
No
"Sorry,
way.
guys,
Not
this
gonna
is
work."
not going to work." And
This-
that was a blow, but yeah, our landlords.
Yeah, this
have
being
really
a church,
stepped up.
the church members did a lot of things on their own. So we had a lot more work than we thought we would when we signed the lease. But again, I can't say enough about Gate City Fence people.
So
helping
we
us
signed
out.
the lease in July. We moved in on extremely rainy Halloween night. Well, Halloween day, it was pouring, and we had the trucks pull us in and move us over. And then we were just talking our first art walk here. It was just Kathleen and I
And a pumpkin.
and a pumpkin in this building. We had 2 folding tables, 2 folding chairs, and nothing in the building but Kathleen and I, and a few pieces of stained glass and a lot of information. And everybody else was having our moving sale over at the old building, and it was kind of funny. We were freezing over here, remember? Kath and I were freezing. We had no heat. We're sitting
the
here
heat wasn't
freezing
up
all
yet.
day. But it's memorable, and it was 4 years
Well,
ago.
I've kind of
and we
blanked
love
it out.
Oh,
I
it
haven't
was
thought
a
about that
freezing
since it happened.
weekend.
If
Oh
I
my
ever
God.
start thinking about that, I just kind of look around, what's here now, and that all
Yeah.
just goes away.
And if you ever wondered if stained glass is heavy, try moving it. It's extremely
Not
heavy.
fun.
It just felt so right. So we all dove in, we put our heads down, we didn't look back, and we just got it done. Because I think if we had thought about it, we knew what we were in for, we probably wouldn't have done it, but
I wasn't going to let them not do it, by the way.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing too
I
for
was
me.
not going to let them not do it. It
if
was
I-
just
there
too
was no
perfect.
backing out.
No.
at
And
some
if I
point,
would have
you know.
known then, and if we would have taken another 10 minutes to think about signing a lease, we might not have.
But we did.
But we did, and then we got it done. But looking back on it, I'm like, how did we do that?
We actually have people that donated to us that we know really couldn't afford to really give us the checks they were giving us, and they did because they believed in us, and they did because they really wanted us to stay, and that really drove us, really drove us to make this thing as special as we could, because we have a lot of people that really wanted us here, and
Yeah,
that made
and-
us feel really good.
And once you have people giving you like that, whether it be their labor, their money, their advice, you really want to succeed. You don't want to fail. You don't want to go through all this and then 6 months to a year have it shut down. So we put a lot of thought into how we were going to do it and how we broke up the spaces and who we wanted to have in here. And I think it's worked out pretty good
Yeah.
because we're all still here, pretty much.
Right, and we're a vital group of artists that wanted to continue.
We have people, at least, I don't know, every couple months somebody will come in and say, hey, is there any space available,
Someone did a couple days ago.
Yeah, so we'll take names and numbers. You never know. Some of the people that originally came, who are still here, originally told us they would probably only be here for a couple of years. They were going to retire, they whatever, and no one's left. We're still here.
We're
So,
really happy about that.
but we do like it here. We enjoy it here. We get great light through our windows. We were talking earlier about our hallway, how nice it is just to sit out there in the afternoon. It's nice and sunny. We have glass hanging in all the windows. It's very peaceful. Well, I know for us, especially the three of us, because we're so close together, we're constantly asking, what do you think of this? What do you think of this color with this color? And Gail will come over with a piece of jewelry, half done and say, am I going in the right direction? Do you have any feedback? So we do that a lot. But we've also worked with other people in the building. Albert's done plaques for us. We do sandblasting. We need stencils. Albert can laser cut them with his laser. Daryl, woodworker.
Made my jeweler's bench.
Yeah, and he also
And
made
tables.
light boxes for signs that we made. Gail's sign, we did the stained glass, he did the light box. So we do work together on different projects, which is nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, and we're all friends too, so
Yeah.
we have a lot of social time too, and it's part of the reason why we put these doors here so that our studios could, we could have flow. We have events here from time to time, dinners and things. So we can get a lot of people in here and have plenty of room to mill around. And yeah,
If you-
it's very social and friendly, and
We are.
everybody visits each other all the time.
It's also nice that if you need help physically with something, you're not just you there. There's always somebody else in the building that can come and help you move a piece of furniture or unload a case of glass, that kind of thing, which is nice too.
So, we were just talking about the very first art walk that we were here. We were excited to have so many people in, and we've been excited ever since the first time I knew art walk was, 2008, 2000 at the old building, and it's always such a great fun weekend. So we're really going to miss having people come. But, you can't come out all weekend, but we're here all the time at 3 Pine Street.
Support us. Come out.
shop.
Come shop. Season's coming up. Christmas season's coming up. We have a lot of gifts throughout the building.
If you do want to come in and you want to order something specialized for Christmas, it's a great time to come because we have time to prepare. We feel really badly when people come in December and want us to create something brand new for someone and we just don't have enough time. So if you're thinking of something for a gift for someone, please come now. We would love to help you, but we need the time to get things
Yeah,
done
the
because
sooner
everything
plan
is
ahead
one of a
better.
kind handmade.
Thanks to Gail, when COVID hit, we all kind of shut down. She got busy and built us a website. It's www.shoppickerartists.com.
But we're all linked to that website, so if you go through that website, you can get to
You
the
can
other
find
websites.
us. Also,
as
if
well.
you see something on our Shop Picker Artist storefront, but you want to change it, it's not quite what you want, please reach out to us. We're custom. We will do that for you for the most part if you can just reach out. So if you see something that you like, but it's not quite right, call us. So now that our lives have changed just a little bit, that we're still we're here, and we want you to come. We want you to come and check out the Picker Artist in our studios here. And we want you to bring a mask if you do not have one. We are very happy to give you one. We have hand sanitizers all over our building, but we are very safe and very much open and very much looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you for joining our virtual Art Week. City Arts Nashua appreciates the support of our sponsors and you, our viewers. Please continue to support our local artists and our musicians and theater groups. For more information on arts in Nashua, please visit cityartsnashua.org.